Our environment is facing an existential threat. Climate change is the issue of our time. By using the petroleum industry's waste as a construction material, my work points to their culpability, while symbolizing a rebirth into a future free from carbon-based fuels, where common objects are designed and manufactured from reused materials.
My name is Colin Selig. I'm an ecological artist who creates sculptures, benches, and other site furnishings repurposed from scrap steel propane tanks. My sculptures are whimsical, naturalistic, and invite human interaction. They're often installed in public parks to add a functional element that complements other standard amenities while giving the park a playful and unique identifier. My bench designs are inspired by furniture from Victorian and mid-century eras, as well as a natural environment. Compositionally, I favor simpler, clean lines, whether they be proudly curvaceous or a more subdued minimalism. In urban and commercial locations, my organic designs provide some counterbalance to what is often linear lines within the surrounding architecture. Other site furnishings I've designed include bike racks, receptacles, and bollards. My artwork is designed to engage the public on multiple levels. Aesthetically, the forms and colors appeal to people of all ages and backgrounds, drawing them towards it. Its human scale invites interaction by touching, sitting, or in some cases climbing. Tactile contact is an important component of my work because when people have physical contact with something, the experience is more visceral and it deepens their relationship with my work. As people touch and look more closely, they notice surface corrosion, manufacturing weld seams and fitting ports in odd locations, and it dawns on them that it's made from reused materials. And that's the aha moment I want people to have when they interact with my work. Because in that moment of realization, my hope is that it inspires them to consider new ways to reuse materials in their own lives. It's also important for public art to integrate thematically with the site by creating or reinforcing a sense of place and the location's unique identity. And one of the ways I've been able to accomplish this is by referencing native species. There's an alligator in Houston and 2 red squirrels in Mountain View, a hornet sculpture as a mascot for an elementary school in Washington, D.C., and 3 magpies, a large sculpture for the Anchorage Museum, which I'm working on right now and is here in the background. And the fault line bench in Hollister, California. With a diagonal fault line in the middle of the seat and backrest, this bench appears to have survived an earthquake, a playful reference to the Calaveras fault line, which runs through the public park. I've had the privilege of completing dozens of public art commissions across the U.S. for parks, streetscapes, schools, hospitals, museums, and commercial properties. My work is also in prestigious private art collections. And my work has been honored with national awards for sustainable and technical qualities, including Most Interesting Products from the American Society of Landscape Architects and Exhibitor's Gold Choice Award at the Smithsonian Craft Show, a particular honor to be given an award by my peers. People often ask me how I came up with the idea of repurposing propane tanks. Well, it came to me in 2010 when my partner Janet asked me to get rid of or do something with a large 500-gallon scrap steel tank that had been abandoned on our property. Since we needed a place to sit in our garden, I thought about ways to repurpose it into a bench. I was intrigued by the design challenge, as well as the ecological statement involved in taking this common storage container out of the waste stream and transforming it into an object more sensuous in form and sophisticated in function. And what followed for me was a moment of inspiration. Metal fabricators who want to create curvature, especially three-dimensional curvature, take lots of time and energy to form flat material into the shape they want. However, I realized that if I could carefully dissect the tank and reassemble the pre-curved pieces, then I would be able to eliminate the entire forming process. As a result, my work is extremely eco-friendly. I start with a regionally sourced, sustainable material. Since I'm not reshaping the material, I have a minimal manufacturing carbon footprint. And as an end product, my work contains 99% post-consumer reused content. My work is also durable. The curved forms and substantial wall thickness of propane tanks gives my work a structural integrity that can withstand the public realm, including extreme weather and heavy pedestrian traffic. My benches are also comfortable. The combination of curved seat and curved backrest provides good lumbar support for a wide range of body sizes, an ergonomic advantage over traditional outdoor benches with flat seats. My benches are comfortable, safe, sturdy, and ADA compliant. And my work will endure for generations, providing a low-cost ownership for my clients and the personal gratification that it'll be here long after I'm gone. Another key aspect about my process is that it's scalable. Since there are an almost unlimited supply of tanks out there, many of the objects I design could be easily reproduced, like benches, bike racks, and play sculptures. I've been granted a series of design and utility patents to protect my process, and I'm currently looking for a larger company to partner with to manufacture and market these site elements.
My design process starts with modeling. I used to make maquettes with cardboard mailing tubes and a hot glue gun, but now I use design software, which allows for easy adjustments to the design and creates animation so the object can be viewed from all angles. For site-specific commissions, I design within the client's parameters. For example, I work with the Washington, D.C. school system and the Department of General Services to create a hornet sculpture which serves as a mascot for an elementary school. To transfer the designs to the material, I make paper templates, then cut shapes from the curved material with a handheld plasma cutter guided by French curves that are clamped or attached by magnets. Then I trim and fit the pieces.
It's not just my work that's sustainable, but my lifestyle as well. I reside and have my studio within an intentional community in the San Francisco Bay Area, where a supportive group and country life give me the space I need for my creativity to thrive, as well as provide a model for a sustainable, ecological, economic, and social existence. I've taken a lot of steps to minimize my carbon footprint. My commute to work is a 2-minute walk. My friends live next door, and there are many days when I never need to get in the car. I was raised in an ecologically conscious household. My father was one of the first attorneys who specialized in environmental law before it was even a field. So the importance of conserving our planet's resources was instilled in me from an early age. Although my parents had mixed emotions when I took their message to heart and searched through our neighbor's garbage on the way home from elementary school, looking for furniture and appliances that I could repair. And it got awkward when there was a party in the neighborhood and the neighbors would come over and see their repaired bathroom scale in our powder room. While studying metal sculpting at the School to Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, I earned a degree in philosophy from Tufts University in 1987. My education from that time included apprenticeships with a machinist, race car fabricator, and public art sculptor. In the next couple of decades, I continued to master my craft, restoring a wide variety of vintage vehicles before focusing on sculpting. One might think that the objects I can create are limited due to the shape of the propane tank, but I continue to discover new possibilities.